Good morning, team. It's time for Pilates. Pilates with a little bit of a difference on this beautiful morning here. I'm a little bit earlier, so it's not so hot. Fingers crossed we can do all this in one. So Pilates with a difference. I do regular Pilates classes and I absolutely adore teaching it. I've taught it for about 22 years now. long time, and I've found that it's nice to do things with a little bit of a difference. That's just me anyway. I've always created choreography and always changed things up, and I love the traditional Pilates moves. They're key. We stick with them, but sometimes we move them around a little bit or throw things in which are new, more contemporary. This is all about the change in style. So this is bringing my fitness side into Pilates. So this is Pilates Bootcamp. Now don't let that scare you. All it means is that we take a format style, so a time frame, and then we use that on our traditional Pilates moves. I'm going to warm you up normally. I do a little bit of balance, a lot of movement, make sure we're fully warm, and then we'll take one move. We'll work on that move with options, as always with me, with options, and we'll work on that move for 40 seconds. Then on the 20-second break, you're not allowed a break today, we do something called active rest, where we hold an isometric pose, which was part of that movement that you just did, or a movement that simulates the same muscles, the same muscle groups. So we're going to do that 3 times, 40 seconds movement, 20 seconds active rest. Repeat, repeat, and then right at the end we do something called a finisher, which those of you who do boot camps know all about finishers. In Pilates it's a little bit more controlled, but it will be another movement which again uses the same muscle groups and the same areas in a different way to finish you off in a nice way. Now the thing about doing this in Pilates is we're not going fast. We're not speeding ahead, we're still using our control, we're still focusing on what Pilates is all about. That's looking at your body, how it works, imbalances, balances, and making sure that you're technically accurate so that you're working the right muscles. We're not going to be going super fast. Now and again we might speed it up a little bit. So you ready for Pilates Boot Camp? Let's set up our beautiful Pilates stance. Feet hip width on the floor. And then let's just first of all draw tall. Yeah, so this is going to feel really nice for me this morning, as it's not so long since I woke up. So let's take some round and lift up on an inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. One more. Change direction. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. So if you haven't done Pilates before, you'll be learning a lot of the key exercises, a lot of Joseph Pilates set exercises. Last one. Good. And then I want you to think about the tummy muscles, because that's where we are key. It's key in Pilates, that we pull the tummy button inwards gently, not forcefully, gently. We pull it inwards, we connect here. So as we're doing our moves from now on, we're going to think about trying to keep this held in gently the whole time, which means the breath comes from the diaphragm. The breath does not come from the belly moving. Wasp diving at me. From the belly moving, it comes from the diaphragm moving. So let's just do that with some arm movements. Dig into the floor, lift up to the sky, pull the tummy button in, tilt the pelvis just slightly and stand really tall. Take a deep breath in through the nose, lift the arms up. Out, expand the chest, which feels lovely on a morning. In and out. Lightly breathe in, lightly breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale. Expand a little bit more each time, reach the fingertips out. Come back. And all the time digging the feet down and keeping that tummy button pulled in as you breathe through the diaphragm and expand. Come back. Next one's our last one. Shoulders are down the whole time, so we're going to think about relaxing the shoulders. Open the arms out to the side. Good. Now staying strong with your body, move to the side with the chest and shoulders. Come back. Let's move on and exhale. So take an inhale. This time to the left. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now you might feel different in your feet when you move. I want you to think about how you do feel in the feet. So when you're doing this movement and nothing else is moving from the shoulders, apart from the shoulders and the chest, how are your feet feeling? I naturally roll out to the outside edge of my feet. I supinate. So I'm always aware of pushing down on the inside of my feet just to realign myself. Most of you will pronate. You'll turn inwards. It's more the norm. So turn your feet to the outside and press on the outside edge of the feet a little bit more. Last one. Good. Take an inhale here, soften your hands a little bit. Take an exhale and reach over. Inhale, draw tall. Exhale, reach over. So you're breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, and you just lightly purse your lips. It's not a strong breath. It's a deepened breath, but it's not forceful or strong. Feeling aware here of any tightness in the side of the body, and maybe you're more tight in one side than the other. Totally normal. One more. Keeping the shoulders down, be aware of that too. Are you feeling you're hunching? Are you so used to hunching these days? So this is all about creating some space for the neck. Bring the hands in, turn the palms down, open them a little bit wider so they're not tight. Relax those shoulders again, lift one, drop the other, toy soldier. Exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale. Exhale. Reach with the fingertips and press back. Yeah, inhale. Exhale. Press back behind you like you're pushing against a wall. Create some stretch and some strength. Move through these arms. Yes. Try not to arch your back when you're doing this. If you're slightly lordotic like me, which means your bottom sticks out a little bit, then think about really elevating upwards, lifting the rib cage upwards and inwards. If you're a person who pushes forward more normally, then you will have to pull back into your straight line. One more each. Arm, come back, exhale, and let's do a roll down and wake up the spine. So let the hands fall onto the thighs. Breathe in, tuck your chin, and imagine you're drawing a line with your chin down the center of your body. Curve from the upper back, curve from the middle back, all the way down. Take a deep breath in at the bottom, and then take an out breath as you rise. Push into your feet, curl through, lift up, roll back, inhale. It's nice and slow so you can feel each movement in the spine, each single vertebra working, waking up. Inhale at the bottom, bend your knees lots. Exhale. It's not about straight legs. It's not about you pulling tight on your hamstrings. Inhale at the top, shoulders back, be strong, be tall. Exhale, roll. And I want you to stay down this time with very bent legs. So let me turn on the side. Let your arms just hang. And if you touch the floor, that's fine. If you're nowhere near the floor, that's fine too. But I want you to hold on to your elbows now. Tuck your chin in. Bend your knees. Be safe in the hamstrings. Exhale and turn. Inhale, center. Exhale and turn. Inhale, center. Exhale and twist. Waking up the lower back. Do make sure the knees are bent. I'm going to keep reminding you of that. Not straight legs. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more each side. Come back to the center. Place your hands on your shins and then press and lengthen the spine out. Sticking your bottom back and straightening your legs a little bit more. And then bend your knees and fold down again. Just let your hands hang. Inhale and lengthen. I want you to feel that long spine now. And then exhale, do the opposite and curve. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and curve. This time when you curve, I want you to, on your curve, I want you to come all the way back up. So curve and come all the way back up. Lift your arms, lift tall, lengthen out. Exhale, 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 lengthen. Keep lengthening, go all the way down. Inhale at the bottom, tuck your chin. Exhale, curve up. Push into your feet. So now we're doing lengthen spine. Inhale here, stretch. Exhale, lengthen, soften your knees, but it's straighter legs, but bend your knees when you get to the bottom, lots. Inhale, exhale, roll. So we're just making sure that the whole of the spine is fully able to move, because you're gonna move, and then roll up. Good, shoulders back. Okay. Let's just give it a little bit of a shake there. Great. Take your legs out a little bit wider. I want you to really relax your arms and wrap. Lift your heel. So this is a little bit more dynamic. Waking you up a bit more now. So moving towards our boot camp. So just breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. Whatever you want to do, as long as you're doing some deep breaths. I am lifting my heel, which enables me to turn a little bit more. That was the cats, if you heard that. They're fighting in a nice way. I'll start to look behind, unless you feel dizzy. And then you can always just keep looking to the sides. 2 more, 1 more, and come back. Good. Come and stand on your left leg. So let's start with the right leg. Put your hands on your hips. Bring your right leg out in front of you, and first of all, stabilize yourself. Hands on hips enables you to feel what's happening with the hips, and we're going to try and keep as straight as possible. Lift your right leg off the floor, point your toes, and then make small circles. 1 breath, 1 circle. As I said at the beginning, this is not fast movements. This is controlled movements so that you can be aware of any imbalances in the hips, any need for any weaknesses that make your body drop in. And if they do, that's fine, that's normal. Just bring your leg lower. Yes, Blanco, he's talking to you. 1 more. Change direction and now flex your foot. Flex it. Feel the stretch going on in the back of the heel and the Achilles, all the way up the back of the calf muscle and the back of the knee. Good. So obviously we're trying not to wobble, and when we engage through the transversus abdominis, which is the belt muscle that's below your tummy button, she says, this should help you to balance. 1 more. Good. Switch legs. So you'll feel your thighs warming up there. Point first, and let's go. 1 breath. So that might have been an inhale, and this might have been an exhale. If you're used to working the legs a little bit higher, please do that, but it's just a warm up. You don't want to tire them yet. And do remember that I never count reps. We'll have a timer on, but we're not counting reps. 1 more. Change, flex your foot, off you go. Keep strong, keep tall, shoulders down, chest lifted. 3 more. 2. And 1. Let's swap back to this right leg. You might have felt it a little bit in your quadricep muscle waking up this morning. Bring your right leg in front of you. As you lift your leg as high as you feel comfortable with, and in which you can maintain your straight spine, you're going to lift your arms too. So let's go. Lift up, lower down. Let's try both ways. Let's try inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Oh, I like that. Let's do that. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Maintain the shoulders relaxed. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Strong on your standing leg. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Next one, we're going to hold it up, Squeeze your abdominals in a little bit more. Inhale, lift, hold it, squeeze, hold it, and relax. Good, change legs. Other leg, let's go. Lift up on the inhale. The standing leg has a slight micro bend in the knee. So don't lock your joint. And push down. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Yeah, really expand through the arms. It's more of a V shape up here rather than a tight straight line. Lift and lower. Let's do 2 more. And then hold it up. Hold it. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Be strong. Lift higher. Lift higher. And then come down. Give those legs a big shake. It's definitely warmed up through those legs. We got a little bit more. Just standing on the left leg. Take the right leg out to the side. Lift the arms up nice and wide now. More like a star shape. And then let's lift. Exhale. Inhale. Let's exhale to lift. Inhale. Standing leg is soft. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We're not going to be here for long. We're just warming it up. Exhale. Inhale. As those of you who do my classes know, I'm a big fan of standing balance exercises. I think they're so beneficial to your body. In the long run, really beneficial. You can keep these this awareness, this nerve ending awareness to be able to balance this proprioception engagement. Then the older you get, the more you can keep this balance, the taller you will stay and the safer you will feel. Definitely. Hold it up. Good. Take your leg behind you. Kick. Exhale. Inhale, point. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. 4 more. Now try not to let this hip go back behind you. Keep going. Try and keep it in a straight line. So in class, I'll be coming round, correcting these hips a little bit. So a lot of people feel they need to push back here. It's just a bodily, postural movement that happens within your own body that we just correct a lot in Pilates. Why it's so good. Stand on the right, extend the left. Take your star, lean over. Again, align the hips towards me and then go. Lift on the exhale, inhale. We've got this movement in our boot camp in a different way. We're working the outside of the buttock here. So mostly we will have 3 rounds, but when we do things on both sides, I'll change the little timer to extend it around so we make it even. So we'll do 2 rounds on one leg when we're doing sides of the body. 2 more. You'll always have your finisher though, right at the end. Hold it up and then go. Nice lengthening here through the quadriceps. Imagine you're pushing your hips against a wall here. Also expand through the chest. Try not to be rounded in the body. I know there's a temptation to lean forward. So you've got to use these back muscles. You're waking them up all through the core here. You're as soon as you go into balance, this all shifts to on. Press green for go and it's on. 2 more and we are ready to go. 1 more. Grab a drink, grab a towel. We start on the floor with some core work, some abdominal work. Let me show you the finisher first. The finisher will be on your knees. That's the last minute that we will do. So when we've done the other reps, we'll come down and we'll do something called a fire hydrant. We're in box position, horse stance. We end up taking the leg out to the side with a right angle with the leg and back to the center. We'll exhale as we lift, inhale as we lower, and obviously I'll help you through that when we get there. There'll only be 1 minute of those. The rest, we've got 3 rounds, and I'm going to give you a choice. Single or double leg extension, depending on your level of Pilates. Remember, we're working strongly for 40 seconds. On the 20 seconds, we will hold the position. So a single leg stretch. Shoulder blades down into the mat. Lift the legs off the floor. You can choose whether to have your head elevated or lift up to a crunch or not. So we're going to do extension and back. This would be level 1, extend and back. Level 2, extend your arms as well. Still using the single leg stretch element. Yep. If you want to stay with the single, but you would rather lift up, then you can take it to the traditional single leg stretch. So there's lots of options there. But if you want to go advanced, well, let's go double leg stretch. Extend and bring in. Extend and bring in. Okay? So I'm going to let you choose. You might even start on the harder level and then drop. That's totally up to you. It's your class. 40 seconds on. When it comes to the 20-second beep, you hold it and we don't move. You can hold it with your head off the floor or your head on the floor. Again, you choose. I will remind you as we go along. I'll start with the single. Those of you on double, go straight into it. Ready? Steady. Good luck. Go. So this would be the traditional single leg. You can hold behind your knee or you can hold here just on the top, pointing the toes, extending through. If you would rather do this with your head down, then you can do the same, or you could do the arms, remember? Yeah, arms out, arms in, arms out, and all the time I am engaging through the tummy button. I'm pulling it inwards to advanced. Extend, come back. I like to go exhale, inhale. Now hold it, stay still. So advanced people, you'll be in sort of a low boat position, which would be a full extension. If it's too much for your back, lift your legs high. Other people, you might be here holding this, or you might be here holding this. Whatever feels right for you. Squeeze and tummy in. Let's go. Extend, come in. Extend, come in. We're moving again. Exhale, inhale. Or you can do the other way with the breath if that feels. If you're used to crunching on the exhale, then inhale, exhale. You could even drop your head each time if you find that your neck hurts too much and you're not used to working the muscles of your neck. Let your head go down on this double leg. Hold it. Now we're starting to feel it. Now we're in boot camp mode. Good. So again, head could be down here. Arms could be in front as well. So many options to make you able to do this. That's the key. I'd rather you keep going than stop. Let's go. So I'll go back to single leg just to remind you all who's here or here. So many options. And if you do have any back issues, you may even be happy with this level. Just the bent leg tap down. So many options. So many years of teaching. I got an option for everyone. I really have. Now hold it out. Here's where the teacher makes a mistake, so forgive me. It's not fire hydrants, it's plank. Fire hydrants is the next one. It's too early in the morning. Over to plank. You all know how to do plank. Over to plank on your elbows, or on your knees or on your toes. You could be up on your hands if you find that's nicer for you. Tuck your tail, squeeze in, and slide your shoulders back. Fire hydrants is the next one. Pull your shoulders back. So here we want to continue to work the abdominals. So this is your finisher. So staying strong. Yeah, again, you could be down on the elbows. Really tuck in with the tail, squeeze the bottom a little bit, and bring the pubic bone towards the rib cage. Stay strong. It's a minute's plank, guys. Let's see how long we've got left. Keep going. 20 seconds. 20 seconds left. 10 seconds. Smile. Keep smiling. 5. Have you done my 4-minute plank challenge yet? And stop. Well done. So that was your first exercise. The next one is for the side of the body. So it's going into the hip. This is why we're going to do the fire hydrants. So I'm going to just add on an extra round because you'll be doing 2 rounds on each side of the body, and then you'll have your fire hydrant finisher. Okay. It's getting hot already in this garden. So we're going to start on our knee. If you need a little cushion or you need to roll your mat up, I always do this. My knees are old. I roll my mat up, get some cushioning so I feel comfortable. And we're going to be in this position. Yeah, we're going to be in this position where we're going to lift our leg. Very simple movement. We're going to flex the foot and work right here, right into this strengthening, supportive muscle for the hip. Are you ready? And then the last exercise is what I hear you cry. Fire hydrant. Ready, steady, go. You can have your arm up here. You may want to let your leg fully drop so you get a mini rest each time. That might feel better for your body. You might be able to keep your leg quite high and really squeeze through here on the lift. You might prefer to have your hand on your hip. It's all acceptable. The rules are really lax in Pilates. As long as you're doing the right movement for the right muscle group by pushing the hips forward and opening your body. Yes, feeling it starting to kick in. Good. Now hold it up at the highest point that you can. So you feel the isometric work going on. Hold it there. Push out with the heel so you're lengthening more as well. You could also use a block or a couple of books underneath your hand to help rise you up if you feel that this was leaning and it was a little bit too challenging. Let's go. Up and drop. Let's exhale to lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So see how we're just using the timer in the boot camp, styly, but we're not going fast. We're still using this beautiful, intelligent form of exercise to assess our own bodies. So see if you're going to feel it different on the other side to this side. Good. If you're feeling your neck's tight, have a little movement. Yeah, make sure that your neck is lengthening out, that you're not arching it or hurting it in any way. You're going to feel it because you're holding it up. Now, hold. Straight after this, we're on the other side. So it's a very quick change. Good. Push it away. Lift it higher. You can lift it higher. You want to really feel it by the end, and we're going on to the other leg. Go on. More. Okay, there you go. Quick change. You're like, we needed a rest there. We needed a rest. You're not allowed. Go. It's boot camp. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So obviously the supporting buttock is now already tired, whereas the other one was fresh, wasn't it? Exhale, inhale, exhale. When I'm teaching class, I often see people like this. So I'm often coming around, expanding and opening people's chests, pushing the hips forward. Look down to the side and check you can see your toes in your line of vision and not right in front of you. Hold it up. Just your toes so you're in a straight line as possible. Flex, push longer. Flex, push longer. Hi, Fruity. This is my other cat, my rescue cats. He just wants to lie. He wants to be in it. I'll go back. Second round, final round. Exhale. Inhale. So does it feel harder than the other side? You want it to end. Don't forget that we're pulling the transversus abdominis in, the TA all the time. Basically just that band of muscle underneath and towards your tummy button engaging. It's not a tight hold, it's just a hold. Learning to engage this and flatten it out. Oh, I'm feeling it, you? Yeah? Should be coming up. Yes. Hold it. And then we're going straight into fire hydrants. Because they're working similar muscle groups in a different way. And that's the purpose of our finisher. So you're going to be on your hands and your knees. Remember, the knee goes out at a right angle. Okay. Woo! Feel that. Okay. Shoulders above your wrists, out to the side, each leg. Exhale. I'm flexing my foot. I'm creating this right angle. And the key here is not to lean onto the other leg. So keep yourself really stable and then lift out to the side, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling. How's it going? How's it going? "20 seconds. So try not to lean back or forwards, pushing down into the arms. Flies are trying to eat me this morning. Must be tasty. Good. Well done. Okay, 2 rounds done, 2 blocks done. I'll move that back to a number 4 because we have some press-ups. Now in Pilates class, normally I get a lot of yogis, which is wonderful. I love that. And yogis tend to do a lot more chaturanga tight arm, what I call tight closed arm press-ups, tricep press-ups. So they have wonderful strength, front shoulders, backs to the arms. But often when I put yogis in the wider position, it's more challenging because they're not used to doing it. So I do it on purpose. It's just the kind of person that I am. Great for everyone to do wide arm. If you're a boot camper, you're probably more used to doing your chest press up, which is the wide arm. So you'll be the ones that can show off here. What you're going to do, from the floor up, from the floor up. So starting with your hands at the edge of the mat, using your knees, trying not to snake up. Elbows out and back, but not in. Out and back, and then lift off the floor, lower down to the floor. Exhale, inhale. See how I'm taking my whole body up as one. I'm not rolling down with the hips first. I'm going down until the chest and the abdominals, which are pulled in tight, drop to the floor, okay? So elbows out and back. Try not to pull them in. And then on the hold, we hold it halfway. If any of you are super strong and can do the full press up without snaking, I call it the snake. Snakes are not allowed on this one. Snakes are beneficial, but not today. So if you can do the full press up without snaking, please go ahead and do it on your toes. This one hurts, guys. Let me see what we've got at the end. An aeroplane. Your finisher is an aeroplane, which just opens the chest and expands the chest and works the opposing muscles of the upper back to give you the opposite on this one. All right, let's go. Start from the floor. Your hands should be in line with your chest. Yeah, somewhere in line with your chest. 3, 2, 1, go. Push up, straight, control down. Exhale, inhale. It's called a military press up in the fitness world. We just call it a wide arm press up in this Pilates class. So see, I'm lowering slowly to get the most benefit out of the movement on the extension. Yeah, contraction, extension with load. Good. Now hold it halfway. If for any of you this is too challenging, please come back, come to box position and go to here. This will enable you to hold it. I'd rather you be able to hold it than stop. Okay? Go to the floor again. Over the aeroplane. Second round. All sorts of my garden, isn't there? Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I've got one of those lovely insects. Someone will be shouting the name now. I'm sure it begins with an S. Sequoia, something like that, that rubs its feet together and makes a really loud noise. You know the ones you hear when you're on holiday? Well, they live here. It's really loud though. He's talking to me. Hold it halfway. So I'm not leaning forwards here. This is going down through the middle. My chest is in line with my hands here. Shoulders back. Again, if it's too hard, go to the box position. Last round. You feeling it now? Woo! Let's go. Exhale. Inhale. Through the mouth. And slowly down. And I'm using my abdominals to help me up here by pulling them in a little bit tighter. Arms now. Chest muscles. Hold it halfway. Can you do this? Are you with me? Can you do it? Come on. Fight it. Breathe into it. Tuck that tail a little bit. Squeeze the butt a little bit. Helps you. It feels like it helps you. How long we got? 5 seconds. 3. And finish her. Arms out wide. Turn your thumbs up. Lift off the floor and lean to one side. Look up. Exhale. Inhale. Turn your head to center. Align it. Exhale, twist. Keep your feet down. Keep your feet down, team. Let your feet point. Relax the buttocks a little bit. Let's make it all about the upper back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. When you hear the beep, you've got 20 seconds more. If it hurts your neck to look, then just keep your eyes down the whole time. 20 seconds. Now when you're lying down in Pilates, do remember to try and pull your tummy button inwards. So it's as if it's trying to get off the mat. And you are done. If you've got any energy to push yourself back up, have a little stretch here. Oh, you can also twist and stretch like that and like that. Wonderful. Good. Let me check what's next. We're going to go back down onto the floor and now work the buttocks. You've done this one before with me if you've been doing the other Pilates. I love it. It's called Charlie Chaplin. The heels turn in and the toes turn out. And we're going to lift and lower on the 40 seconds, and then obviously just hold it up and off and still on the 20 seconds. And your final one, we're going to stand straight up and do some squat pulses. Whew. So all about the butt now. We already worked here. I'm trying to get you to do it all, the whole body. We've now worked the chest, we've worked the side of the butt, and now we're going to come right into here. So you need to turn your heels in and your toes out. Yes? Charlie Chaplin, the upper body is relaxed. Make a cushion for your head. Turn your heels in, turn your toes out. Legs are straight, no bend in the legs. No bend in the legs. Ready, steady, go. Lift off and down. Exhale, inhale. So I'm not bending my legs. I'm pushing away with my flat flexed feet. Oh, all the F's. My flat flexed, that's hard to say, feet. Exhale, inhale. So imagining I'm stamping on a floor behind me to tighten the glutes. They're in a permanent state of a rest here. Yeah. Exhale, Inhale, squeeze the tummy muscles. We're not forgetting about that. Now hold it up. See if you can flex more. See if you can create straighter legs, so draw length through your legs. We're not all about height, because height can put too much pressure on the lower back. We're all about length here. So although we're lifted, we're lengthened and lifted. Relax. You shouldn't be lifting your head. I have to see you lot. Well, I think I can see you. Exhale. I imagine I can see you. Inhale. So already I've got a deep amount of suffering going on in these upper hamstrings and buttocks. Yeah, which is good. You will feel it in your lower back as well. That's normal. Just don't go too high. Think about pushing out and lifting. Hello, Blanco. Hold it up. This is the hard bit. The squeeze. Oh, he's gorgeous. Found him in a car park near the yoga studio. He'd been living in a car engine, I think. Let's go again. Oh, so I can definitely feel my hamstrings now as well. Can you? How are we doing? 5 seconds, team. And hold. So listen, straight after this, no matter how much you're suffering, come straight to stand, and we're going to go to squat pulse to overload these buttocks. Can you do it? 8 seconds. The feet are going to be hip width apart, toes slightly turned out. 2, 1, up we come. Whoa! Let's go. Oh, she's killing us. She's killing us. So sit back in the heels. Keep the chest lifted, keep the spine straight. Tuck your tail slightly, especially if you have that sticky out bottom like me. And then really be in your heels to finish off these buttocks. This really feels like boot camp now, hey? But we're not jumping. We're still controlling the movement. We've still got our abdominals connected. We're just feeling it exactly where we need to feel it. How long have we got? 25 seconds. Woo! 20 seconds. I dare you to go lower. I dare you. I know a lot of you can. So come on. Finish this off, this finisher. 10 seconds. I'm going low. Can you keep your chest up all the time though? Make sure you're not looking down. Lifted chest, slight turned out feet. And oh, buttocks, legs. I remember my classes shouting at me right now. Shouting at me, oh my gosh. Give your buttocks a little bit of a massage because you can. You're allowed. Okay, let's hit the abs again. Let's do traditional Pilates roll downs and some boats, or boats as I say it correctly. Try not to sit on the ants. Don't like to kill anything even by accident. I'm sure I do all the time, but try not to. Okay, flies are eating up me today, I swear. Right, Pilates roll downs. These are all about a lengthened position, then a curved position, then a lengthened position, and then a lift up. So remember at the beginning how we were doing the roll downs, and then we were straightening and lengthening so you could feel the difference between the positions of your spine, particularly for this exercise. So let me just show you. Some of you will be able to go all the way down and get back up smoothly. If you can't get back up smoothly, i.e. your feet leave the floor, that's fine, just don't go all the way down. It'd be much better for you to do halfway. So we're gonna have ballerina beautiful arms to soften and expand the chest. We're gonna lean back. Then when we get to what I call the biting point, which is the point where you think, oh, I'm gonna fall, or my feet are gonna lift off the floor, then curve. And for those of you who can go all the way back, that's what you would do now. For everyone else, you would stop here in the curve, imprinting the lower back into the floor, just the lower back, and then roll back up, lift and expand, come backwards straight. We're not going to do the forward fold, we're just going to come to the straight position. Then some boat poses, I'll show you lots of options, and then a boat pose twist at the end. Ready to go? I'm going to twist out my little knot out the way. Okay, or let's have a quick sip of water so I can talk to you. All right. 3, 2, 1. Straight spine. Curved spine. Curved spine. Straight spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale for the purpose of today. If you're going further back, same thing. Just drop. You might go a little bit slower. Come up. Straighten out. Your choice. Arms just go to here. Look through the gap. Keep your chin off your chest. Hold it up. Lift your feet off the floor. Hold boat pose. If boat pose is too challenging for you and you find you're leaning back too much because you must be on your sit bones here, then drop your toes to the floor so you can be higher. We really want straightened spine and on sit bones rather than into the lower back. Okay, let's go again. So lean, biting point, tuck and scoop. I call it an ice cream scoop in Pilates. You know when you get that ice cream scoop and you scoop it out, that's that position there. And then the lengthened and the lift. Go back, curve in, down. Remember, you might not be coming all the way down. If you're doing this, it's not going to benefit you. And the whole point is that we make the muscles work with the right dynamics that we're choosing. Let's go boat. Here we go, boaty boat. Here we go, boat. Do you want to dance? Dance. Got a little rhythm in your head. Maybe you got some music on in the background. Yep. Dancing to the insect with rubby legs. Shoulders, back, chest, open. Final round. Lean and curve. So it's not just a strengthening exercise. Strengthen and mobility for the lower back. And we just did some lower back movements with our Charlie Chaplins. They work the lower back as well as the hamstrings and the butt. So we're releasing it now. Looking through the gap between your fingers like it's a window just gives you the space to lift the chin a little bit so we're not completely curved. Boat pose. And that was the last holding pattern. But we're going to stay here. Remember, you can have feet down. We're going to stay here and add a twist. When it kicks in for our final finisher, put in the hands here. Ready. So you got another minute here. Go. Twist. Exhale. One breath, other breath. A little bit faster breathing than you would do. If you want to keep it slow, you can do. But if you want to speed it up a little bit here, I'll let you, seeing as it's Pilates Bootcamp. When you hear the beep, it's 20 more seconds, but you're not there yet. You're still fighting. So now we've incorporated the obliques, and actually it's a pre-warm-up for the next one. Hint, hint. There's a method to my madness. Go, 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 go. 20 seconds, team. Can you lift up higher? Oh, can you bring your knees in a little bit more? Who can straighten them out? Who wants to go advanced? I forgot about that. We could have done that the whole time. You're feeling your hip flexors and your quads as well because they're supporting you. So close. Oh. Lean forward, let your legs open. Good. Side plank thread the needle. That means I need to add an extra round because we're going to be doing 2 on each side. So what have we got? And then some TikToks at the end. Now we're going to work the waistline. So don't complain. I always say this in class. Everyone complains of side planks, but they are wonderful for your waistline, for your obliques, for sculpting them in and making them work. So do them right and keep going and don't complain. There's only 2 rounds. Oh, thank you, Mr. whatever your name is. So gonna remember that name. Sure, it's something like Sequoia. You're all shouting at me, aren't you, the name? This is why I miss you. Someone would have told me that straight away. Now I need you to write to me to tell me this is not right. Okay, so side plank, thread the needle. If you're advanced, I want you to be on your hand because it's going to challenge you so much more. But that is challenging. So only if you are advanced, you're used to Pilates or yoga and you know your technique is bang on, okay? Because obviously I'm not here to correct you. I can try, but I can't see you. Elbows, if you're not sure or have not done it before, I will start with the elbows and I will go to advanced later. So let's go on to the right elbow. We're going to make sure the shoulder is above the elbow. And we're going to do something called thread the needle. So, options with the legs are always the same in any side plank. You can bend both legs level 1. You can straighten the top leg and pull the underneath leg back level 2. You can go full, both legs straight, and I prefer and believe it's more helpful and beneficial to put your top leg in front. And what that does is it brings your hip into alignment. So if you've come from a fitness background, you would most normally do it with the both legs stacked. But for Pilates, especially for thread the needle, put your foot in front. So then from there, we will tuck under, bringing the hip forward and back round to stacking the hip above the other hip. It's simple. Are we ready? Here. Did I change it? Yes, I did. Here we go. Arm up. Exhale. Inhale. I'm pushing on the outside of my foot and the inside of my foot. Remember, you can bend your knee. Tuck that foot behind you. Bend your knee for level 2. Both legs bent level 1. Everyone can do these classes. I want to make sure of that. I want to make sure you can build to the next level when you do these videos on repeat. Good. So see how I'm moving my hip? And then hold it, stay straight. Now you're going to feel your shoulder, yes you are. However, especially if you're not used to doing this, however, if you think you can lift a little bit more on the inside, on the obliques inside here, and use them more, you will take the weight off your elbows so much. So don't just collapse. Really think about lifting and using it. Okay, second final round, you can do this. So use the underneath waistline. Squeeze it and lift it like someone's pulling it up. I didn't go to advanced, did I? I forgot you all. Are you dying up in advanced? You're like, no, we went down. We didn't manage it all. I don't blame you, this is hard, eh? Hold it, last 20 seconds. And then a quick change. Oh yeah, this is hard up here. Are you feeling it right here? If not, pull more, tighten more. Forget about this shoulder. Yeah, it's taking the weight of your body, but it can do it. It can do it. 3, 2, I'll give you a couple of seconds. Switch. All right. Let's go. Exhale. Nice to have a fresh side. Exhale. Inhale. My hair is tickling my face today. Looking up to that beautiful blue sky. It's so lovely. Hold it. Lift second round, as you already know, I'm going to go up to my hand, is hard. This is where the sweet suffering comes in. If you are up on your hand, check here, let's go, that your shoulder is above your wrist and you're not back here, look. Yeah, check your shoulder is above your wrist. Turn and then lift and open. Turn, exhale. Inhale. Draw that energy upwards. And I can feel that waistline tightening so well. I'm pulling my tummy button in as well, so that I'm tightening and bracing the whole lot. Hold it, stay. Oh, hello shoulder, let's zip up that waistline more. It really makes a difference. Even mentally, it makes a difference. Push into your fingertips like you're doing a handstand. Yeah, use the fingertips as well. That takes the weight from the shoulder. Good. Now, listen, lie on your back. Open your arms out. Give me some TikToks. So knees staying above the hips or slightly away is even better. And then exhale over, inhale up. You can do this advanced level with legs straight. So now we're just taking, oh, I'm into the plant. We're taking the obliques to the finisher level, but with our Pilates control rather than our normal boot camp speed. Exhale, inhale, 20 seconds, exhale, inhale, exhale. I feel very grateful to be here with this beautiful blue sky, the trees, the birds, the insects, the cats. Have a look around. What are you grateful for this morning? Well done. Woo! Just to the fact that you can do this. That you're still alive. Can we do one more? Can we do some planks with some knees? Yeah, so we can really finish blasting the core, so you've had a real good core workout this morning. One more. Should we do it? High plank on your hands. We're gonna do, yeah, we'll extend it because we'll do one knee each side. No, we won't. We'll do alternating then hold. So we will do a slow monkey run, but it's a plank with a knee through. When we do the hold, we're going to bring that knee in and hold it there. Now half and half it on the end so we're even. Just because I know you're going to be tired right now. So we'll make this the last one. And then when we're finished, we're going to stand up and do some standing crunches to finish the class nice and tall and standing. So choose your plank. Let's get going. Alternating knees, not running. It's not a mountain climber. It's not a monkey run. It's very close and it's all about the contraction and the breath. Okay, so shoulders above wrists. Oh, I need to change it back to a 4. It's on a 5. Ready, steady, go. Exhale, inhale, exhale, squeeze, inhale. So I want you to hold it there a second so that you feel that squeeze and the contraction when you bring your knee through. That's really important. Don't speed it up, don't go fast. And don't move, try not to move the weight forward and back. So your legs moving, nothing else. Okay, hold it. Whichever leg you had there, hold it. Hold it. Now, see if you can push into your hands and lift up a little bit more. You're going to pronate the upper back. You're going to make this rounded position with the upper back. Tuck your chin in lightly, yeah, so your eyes are down, and zip up your knee. If anybody needs to do this with the bottom knee down, then do so. Right, let's change. If anybody needs to do this on the elbows, let me show you. If you've got wrist issues, but you need to change the dynamics. So if you have to come down because your wrists hurt too much, come around the outside. That will help you to keep your back in the flat position, yeah? Are you screaming yet? Exhale. Inhale. Controlled movements. Great for the strength you need for handstand, team. So you're really feeling your arms here, yeah? Good, hold it in, other leg. Push on your hands, see I'm lifting now. I've lifted into a different position. Breathe. And we got one more round. Let's go. So I'm moving my shoulders so they're above my wrist, because if you move back, then you're going to feel that the pressure is not the downward force that we need for safety of this position. So if it's back here, you're going to feel it more in the heels of your hands. And we want to feel it in the fingertips just as much. Again, like you would in a handstand. And you should be screaming in your core right now. Who said you need millions of twisting abdominals to make you work your core? Hold it there. Now 10 seconds one leg, 10 seconds the other leg. We're nearly finished. But you got to stand up at the end for our last finisher minute. Change legs. 8. Oh, I'm feeling this. Are you? Are you screaming at me? Come on up. Come on up. Hands on the head. She says falling over. Yes. Standing crunches. Same movement, just a little bit different in the elbow and arm position. Same crunch here, same pronation in the upper back as that holding position. So close to the end now, team. Really breathe out and contract. 20 seconds. You can do this. I'm still feeling it when I'm doing my standing abs because I'm pulling in so tight here. Good, I was getting too wobbly there. I'm glad it ended. Well done. Well done. Let's just do a little bit of relief. So I want you to expand your arms upwards and do a very gentle connecting, pulling in, back bend. Let your head go back. Don't go too far and make sure you're lifting upwards, tucking your tail. I want you to expand the front body. Wonderful, come back. Put your hands on your hips. Cross the left leg behind your right. And then lift up and stretch the whole side body. You have worked it all. You really have. You worked your lats on your press-ups. You worked your obliques. You worked into the hip and the iliotibial band. So you've done this whole side body. Switch sides. I'm just doing a little quick release stretch for you. Always remembering that you do have other videos to go back to, and now take a deep stretch if you feel like that would help you right now. Go and switch to one of my stretch videos, put that on for 10 minutes, and then you get a longer stretch. Take your hands behind you. Remember those wide press-ups? Let go again. If it doesn't feel good with your neck back, look forward, but if it does feel nice, and then do the opposite. And give me a scoop out here. Give me a real scoop. So you're actually stretching into the lower back as well. Knees are bent, upper back, lower back. And then straight spine, soft knees. Tip and hold. Some of you may be more flexible. You may find that you can go to here with the straight back. It's always a nice stretch for the hamstrings. There's softness at the knees. I'm not locking back, but I am tilting that little tilt of the lower back, the tailbone up, and then the expression of the chest forwards and the shoulders back just gives you so much more length without having to straighten the backs of your knees. Let's do a roll up through the spine. Come all the way up. And you are done. How did you find Pilates Bootcamp? Write to me, let me know if it was sweet suffering or not. Lots of love. See you again.